Welcome back into the backup plan. Hannah and Jason here, but we are not alone because it is now time for our favorite Friday tradition, Oh Trivia, our favorite game with a less than enthusiastic name. Our producer Connor is here to join us and tee us up on a special Friday the 13th edition of Trivia. Hey Jason, what does that say?
Wild card wins, baby. I'm a wild card team. I'm winning tonight. 3 out of the 4 teams
I won
in
last
NL and ALCS. But that's because you are about to be like the Dodgers. You're about to get swept. Connor, hit us with it.
And just like the AL and NLDS, this is a five-game series. We got 5 questions, and it's a bit of a wild card because this has nothing to do with what happened this week in sports. This is Friday the 13th centric. I don't know. Spooky, whatever you want to call it. Guys,
Is Lindsay Lohan the answer?
let's get started. She's not. She's never the answer. Anyway, as we all know, guys, athletes are very superstitious. We just talked about this. Sometimes it can be too much for a team to overcome. Now, the Cubs know all about this. Superstitions, curses. They finally put an end to the Billy Goat curse in 2016. But it turns out, guys, that's not the only animal that the Cubs have had to deal with in their history. On September 9th, 1969, during a very important game against the New York Mets.
Nice.
Which animal visited the Chicago Cubs dugout? Was it A, a crow, B, a black cat, or C, a snake? Which one of these animals decided to stop by in the middle of a pennant race and say hi to the most superstitious baseball team on the planet? All right.
I have my answer.
We have an agreement. This is new. Is it B? It is B. Yeah. That's right. Maybe
We're
a little
off to
obvious.
the races, Jason. Look at us.
Yeah, guys,
My answer.
the Mets were just a game and a half behind the Cubs at this point. Ron Santo was standing on deck when a black cat appeared seemingly out of nowhere, circled him, and then stared at the Cubs before scurrying off.
Did they win?
Yeah, as Santo later said, I knew we were in trouble. I wanted to run and hide. Guys, the Cubs went on to lose the game and the division. The Mets won the World Series. There you go. All right, next up here. The tradition and legacy of college football goes back more than a century. We all know that. But there's a lot of history with that as well, and apparently some spirits, too. Guys, which school is allegedly haunted by a former football player? Is it A, Notre Dame, B, Texas, C, Michigan? One of these schools, lots of complaints about bumps in the night from a former player.
Jason, I hate that we have the same answer
Oh
again.
my goodness, look at this. Is it A? It is A. Can you believe it? Can you guys name the player?
Nope.
Rudy.
Brady
No.
Quinn.
Not Rudy. Rudy's okay. But it's
The
their-
ghost of Tommy Reese.
It's another one of their famous players, George Gipp. Yeah, the next time
The
that
Gipper?
someone...
We're one for the Gipper.
The next time someone says win one for the Gipper in the locker room, it might be George Gipp himself. Yeah, the legendary halfback, quarterback, and punter. But he died on December 14th, 1920 at the age of just 25 years old from pneumonia. And these days, Gipp is supposedly busy haunting the Notre Dame campus, specifically Washington Hall, which, as legend has it, he was locked out of one night. He slept outside. That's how he caught pneumonia. So if you're at Washington Hall and you hear somebody knocking on the door at night,
My goodness. Jason, did you know that or did you guess?
open the door for the Gipper.
I guess.
All right?
I guess
I'd heard about the Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame
I
seems
lived in
just like a
Indiana, so
spooky
I'd
place.
heard of the Notre Dame thing before.
There you
Seems
go.
like a spooky place.
All right, moving on. Listen,
Yes.
we can't talk about Friday the 13th without talking about curses. Curse of the Bambino. We just mentioned the curse of the Billy Goat. The list goes on. But for decades, one city believed its long-dead founder actually placed a curse on its sports teams. Guys, which city's sports teams had a curse placed on it by its founder? Is it A, Boston, B, Philadelphia, or C, Chicago? All right, we finally have, so hold on here.
Wait, okay, Jason's first.
What?
Jason can go
Jason's first? Is it B? Yeah, it's B.
Mother of pearl.
Sorry, Hannah. You were doing so well up
Jiminy
until
Cricket.
then. Yeah, guys, listen up. Philadelphia had long had a policy of not allowing buildings higher than the statue of city founder William Penn that stands on top of City Hall.
It's a great statue, too.
In 1987, with the completion of One Liberty Place, that all changed. And apparently William Penn responded to his demotion by cursing Phillies pro sports teams for the next 20 years. The Flyers lost the Stanley Cup twice, the Phillies lost the World Series, the Sixers lost the finals, and the Eagles lost the Super Bowl. In 2007, the Comcast Center became Philadelphia's tallest building. Workers tried to break the curse by attaching a figurine of Penn to the final beam. The Phillies won the World Series the next year. There you go. How about that? Speaking of curses, this is a more modern curse. Yeah, we're talking about the Madden curse. Yeah, the legend goes that whichever player appears on the cover doesn't have a great season. Dante Culpepper, he tore his knee up.
Josh Allen, he's on the cover now. He looked real suspect.
Michael Vick broke his fibula.
You leave me
Sean
alone.
Alexander broke his foot. Maybe Barry Sanders had the right idea when in 2000 he was named the cover athlete, and he just retired.
No, I'm good.
Guys, which NFL star declined to be on the cover of Madden? Was it A, LaDainian Tomlinson, B, Tom Brady, C, Ray Lewis? One of these guys said thanks, but no thanks.
Has Tom Brady ever been on the cover? Hold on, everyone give me 1 second.
You have 1 second.
Okay.
They're both going with B. Is it B? Nope, it's not.
LaDainian Tomlinson?
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Oh, it was close. I thought it was LT.
EA Sports announced LT as the cover athlete, and superstitious fans created the website SaveLTFromMadden.com to urge him to reconsider.
Really
Tomlinson
frustrated.
eventually declined the offer. He said it was about pay, not the curse, but we all know the
I remember
truth.
Ray was on it. Tom got on it later in his career. I thought maybe it was like towards the end, but okay.
There you go. Guys, last
another?
one here. This is for all the marbles.
All the chicken nuggets.
The great one is also a weird one. Wayne Gretzky was famous for a handful of superstitions he performed before every game, including putting his uniform on in a certain order, firing the first shot of warm-ups right of the net, and drinking a Diet Coke, a glass of ice water, a Gatorade, and another Diet Coke in that order. Guys, the last thing he did before he stepped onto the ice was something with his stick. What did Wayne Gretzky do to his stick before every game? A, spray cologne on it. B, kiss it. C, apply baby powder. They're both going with B. Is it B?
Kiss it.
No, it's not.
Baby powder.
It's not A either.
It's the baby powder.
It's baby powder, guys. Wayne
What?
Gretzky put baby powder on his stick before every game. When he asked why he did this, Wayne Gretzky said, I think it's essentially a matter of taking care of what takes care of you.
Wait,
when
he
you
used-
score over 1,000 goals and have over 2,000 assists, yeah, you kind of just do whatever's working. There you go. Happy Friday the 13th.
I look like the Denver Broncos over here. I look terrible. That was awful. Jason.
Say it with me
Jason.
now.
Jason
Say it with me
won.
now.
Jason won. By the way,
For the wild card teams, baby, we keep winning.
you're right, Jason. Congratulations, you won.
I'll throw
your
a break. We're
first-
talking about a pumpkin next. See you in a minute.
Wait, but Jason won his first time. We're so proud of him.
No. I win it. Winners win, baby.
Bye,
Act
guys.
like
We're
you've been
talking
here
about
before.
Michael Jordan.
Act like you've been here before.